Hey everybody, welcome to Rumble and Breaks. It's 2-Pack Tuesdays on, I guess, on our gaming side of things. Today we'll actually explore the Brothers War, and you might be asking yourself what all of these have in common. I mean, it's Magic that we're opening, right? So, but in the surprisingly in the Brothers Wars, they actually have some Transformers related products. So that's essentially why Bumblebee here, or Goldbug in the actual cards itself, is in the actual Brothers War, I think, collector's edition product. So we're going to give you a point of view of what happens if you're a casual player or collector like me, going to the card store, opening a couple of packs of the set boosters, but also the collector's boosters. I didn't bother with the draft boosters because that's mainly for gameplay, but I still enjoy a game or two here and there, but it's getting a little overpriced. I mean, so this week itself is the Magic 30th anniversary edition that came out. It's roughly about $1,000 US a box, about $250 a pack, and the odds on hitting a Black Lotus that you can't even play in a tournament, or I don't know if a lot of people still play Vintage, but you can't even play it in tournament play. So you're basically paying for a picture card. So it's kind of odd that people are looking to buy that. I think apparently it either sold out in 30 minutes or at the 30-minute mark, Wizards of the Coast pulled the plug. I know Hasbro has been getting a lot of flack for this, but they may need just to tap themselves. The reason why I see manipulators here, this is by far, and I'll give you a little bit of background, this is by far one of my favorite artwork. I think back when I was in college, university, I had these pictures on my wall, and I just love that. And this is what Wizards of the Coast is doing to this game. It's giving us all a headache. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Wizards stop making Magic, and Magic the Gathering goes the way of StarCraft, in that you have to get this big secondary market of players that want to continue playing. And what I'm thinking is that you could have someone stick some organization stick something in a randomizer and say, yeah, this week we'll be playing with these sets, or these 3 months we'll be playing with X and Y sets, like a whole bunch of different sets that you'll be playing with, and to keep the game going, keep the game interesting. I think that's probably how, I mean, 'cause I think the market's so saturated with cards, it's not even funny anymore. It's not, I don't know, I don't find it very appealing from that standpoint. But I think from the part where you can have random sets and you sort of do it that way, I think that's where the game's gonna go. So firstly, we have this. Ooh, nice. We got a gold a signature card here of this card that is Titania's Command. That's neat. You usually get one of those in every once in a while. Art for the forest looks okay. I mean, it's not the greatest this time around, but see, usually the art is what I look for. Militia Discipline. So these are the commons. We'll go through. It looks like we got a foil. Perimeter Patrol. We'll probably look into the rares a little bit more, and the uncommons as well. There's definitely some really nice uncommons. So this is definitely a set booster. I don't know why there's only 4 uncommons. That's interesting. Exile target creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of planes you control. It's control against. Oh, that's a nice looking Sword to Plowshares. I would definitely play that if you're playing a mono white deck. Humans are, I think, the deck that plays mono white mostly. So I would definitely play this card. That's awesome. Symmetry Matrix. Whenever a creature with power equal to or less than to its toughness enters the battlefield under your control, you pay 1 if you draw a card. That's nice. Mishras. So the Brothers War is the battle between Urzas and Mishras. Lone Disciple. There's definitely a lot more uncommons. It's not too bad. Oh, that's the retro design. So there's definitely cards in here that you can get that is there's actually quite a few cards where it's like a numbered serial parallel that's worth a few $1,000. Specifically the Wormcoil Engine, I think, is the one. Quick creature gets +1 for each land you control. That's nice for 2. Black Blade Reforge on a retro background. Forgery Foundry Inspector. Artifacts cost. That's the cast. That's nice. Mishra's Foundry. There you go. This actually goes well with the Mishra's Factory. I think you could play that 2 together. And we have a foil Elite Landlord. So overall, not too bad of a pack. I mean, you get those retro designs. That's a pretty nice card in a foil. And this is just the token, Foundry Dryad. Let's get to the next pack. Wow, like they seem to take away the upper deck, and like they made it really hard to open these things nowadays. Maybe it's because the I think the cards are still printed in Italy. I think Upper Deck actually moved all their printing to Italy for their hockey cards. So you see how there's no thing, kind of like a little bit angelic there, I guess. You know, you can take it the way you want, but it's kind of like, I don't know, a little bit angelic there. Foil planes. This looks like a something out of a scary grim movie. That's a nice looking foil planes. I'll keep that. I collect lands. Curate. Latnam. So, you know, yeah, back in the day, you had the Library of Latnam. Union of the Third Path. Phalanx Vanguard. Vanguard. You get then the foil. Gruesome Realization. Hero of the Dunes. Virgil. Meticulous Evacuation. The Mind's Eye. Are you psychic? See, these two kind of go together, right? This person has a headache. This is the cause of it. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. That's nice. On each person's turn. That's fantastic. That's a mythic. Oh, that's beautiful. And Blade Coil Serpent. That's another mythic. 2 mythics in 1 pack. Wow, that's a pretty good score. Especially if you're, like, let's say if you do end up drafting with these, that's like awesome. Whenever Blade Coil Serpent enters the battlefield, for each 2 blue mana spent to cast it, draw a card. Great. When Blade Coil Serpent enters the battlefield, for each 2 black mana cast it, opponent discards a card. Wow. Whenever Blade Coil Serpent enters the battlefield, for each 2 spent to cast it, it gets +1/+1 and gains trample and haste until end of turn. So where it talks to about the blue, I actually don't know whether it's. I'm guessing it's referring to the X, but I don't know if it counts towards the 6 or not. So that's something that we'll probably have to look up in the errata to see how that plays out. But that's pretty freaking awesome. Coleo's rock. So it's like a rock of. That's pretty neat. And here's our token, a soldier. Yeah, it's definitely something out of a like a Lost in Space type setting. I guess they're getting ready for the Transformers to invade. So I think you get the Transformers in these packs. These are the collector boosters. So the set boosters are like what, $5-6 a pack. The collector boosters, on the other hand, are about 35 a pack. I think during Black Friday you could have gotten them for about $200 US a box, $225 US a box, but you get a little bit more neat stuff in these collector boosters. So that's the reason why we're just taking a look at it, see how it goes. So that's a foil, Gaia's Gift foil, Curate foil. So I mean, like the whole problem with the whole collector's market in this game is that there's so much of this stuff that you can buy this stuff. It basically devalues a lot of the foils that you can get at this point. So sort of took the shine off of actually getting a foil. Foil lands I'll still take all day because they're beautiful. People play with the foil lands. Mishra's Tamer of Makfawa. No idea how they came up with these names. Fateful Handoff. Draw a card equal the mana of artifact creature you control. That's nice. For full art, that's beautiful. So another full art. Goblin Warrior. It's a different little logo design. That's interesting. Springleaf Drum. That's neat. That's a foil retro. It's not numbered, unfortunately, but that was definitely one of the cards you would play with back in the day that was restricted. Swift Kick Poots, that's another retro throwback that was saw a lot of gameplay. Here's the sort of sketch design. So cornucopia. Choose a color. XXX. Charge X counter. Choose a color. Add 1 mana of that color for each charge counter. That is cool. That is cool. And here's Prowl. Here's the Autobot Prowl. I think these are actually, I think they're legal more in from a Commander standpoint, or I don't know about Legacy, but I think Commander definitely. But you got Prowl. That's awesome. And you got a foil full art and a Power Stone token. So if you didn't see Prowl, here's the Transformer Prowl. We'll stick them next to Bumblebee. There's definitely a couple of Transformers cards that are worth quite a bit of money, like the I think it's a shattered stained glass or something like that for Optimus Prime. I thought I saw it for like $2,000 or $3,000. So you know, the diehard Transformer collectors, you know, will come out in full force up front. I mean, I think that's the only reason really to collect the collector boosters, but you never know. I mean, you might get something. So Rock Hunter, Killzone Archaeologist, Skull Flare, Gixian Skull Flare. I saw a lot of Gix cards. So I thought you'd see the Ring of Gix make an appearance at some point, but yeah, it doesn't. You don't see that. You didn't see that in this set. Urza's Power Stone Prodigy. Is this a flip card? Nope, not a flip card. Another Plains. So you got the Shadow of a Monster. Kind of resembles the Godzilla cards that they printed with the lands. Soul Partition. This is a nice card. Oops, scrap drop. This is a nice card. Sorry, I revealed that. This is we're getting all the white powerful white cards. So you know, exile target non-land permanent for as long as that card remains exile. Its owner may play it spell cost an additional 2 to play this way. So basically, you exile the card, and they can play it again. I guess they basically cast it with an additional 2 as a mana cost. So if someone basically drops something in game, like through some form of you know, coming from the library, you play this card and it gets rid of it, and you know, they may the opponent may never actually be able to cast something like that again, because they may not actually have the mana abilities to actually do that. So Queen Kyla, she's a queen now. Urza, Chief Artificers. So that's a nice looking card. Bonesaw, non-numbered. 0 casting cost artifact. Foil. Self-assembler. Quicksilver Amulet. Hey, that's nice. I remember this back in the day when I was I want to say it's Tempest. This is a Tempest set. You put I think this is a Tempest set. I could be wrong. That is cool. So this is what I'm talking about when you put your you have no other way to cast a card except with a card like this, Quicksilver Amulet. And if the person has no other way of actually playing that card, of actually casting that card with the true mana cost, they wouldn't be able to get that card in play, I don't think. So that's a nice looking card. Starscream, there we go. We got, you know, the plane in the backdrop. Starscream, that's cool. And we have a scrap trawler foil. I really like the background, the sketch design of this one. That's really cool. And we have Power Stone. So overall, pretty good break, I'd say. I mean, for me, it seems pretty good. I think we got a bunch of pretty good hits. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this whole Wizards of the Coast debacle and all that stuff. And you know, what do you think the state of the games is? Have a great Tuesday. Take care.